Hello Ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to another Fallout 76 video. Today I'm going to be talking you through some of more footage from the beta and how I got hold of a nuclear keycard. It's pretty epic. We went ahead and got face to face with some helicarrier helicopter style things, and it was a bit of a turnout for the books because I ended up joining some randoms who'd actually just killed me because I had a wanted level. Also want to discuss how to get hold of these cards and going forward. Are they going to be really rare, and some of the myths around getting nuclear key codes? How hard, how easy is it going to be to get the nuclear missiles? So I literally came across a little base and I decided to just give a friendly little tap to a turret just to make sure it was working, of course, and luckily there weren't no bullets in it. I repaired it even and I was still given my bounty. So there's a lesson for you. If you want to try and get rid of your bounty, don't bother. If you try destroying something, just let it be destroyed because you're still going to have that bounty no matter what. So now I'm a marked man. The first time I've been wanted while playing Fallout 76. What does it really mean? Not a lot. It just means that obviously on the map everyone is going to come gunning for me now. I can't see where anyone else's locations are on the map. And it's just a bit of a pain in the arse. So I kind of really didn't want to have to go around doing any missions while I had the wanted level on me to stop me, you know, picking up any loot or anything, because I knew I would lose it. Also, you can't fast travel when you're wanted. That was pretty much a big thing I discovered or realised. Anyway, I found two willing, obliging hunters to take me out and get rid of my wanted level, and that was pretty much it. I didn't seek revenge because I just really wanted to carry on about my missions without having to worry about losing any more of my junk. It's definitely a weird experience getting a wanted level and then coming back from that, because your normal reaction is to go and seek revenge. For me anyway, playing lots of PvP games and other stuff in the past like shooters, you immediately want to just go ahead and pop someone in their head. But I knew that would be stupid. That would put me exactly in the same position that I was already in if they didn't respond. So I decided, you know what, 2 versus 1, we'll allow that. We'll leave these numpties. But in the end, we ended up helping each other out for this next section. I had a daily mission to go and pick up some toxic barrels. I'm in the Toxic Valley area and I noticed that there was shots coming, and I come onto these, the Vertibots, which I've called them the heli-characters or helicopters, but they are Vertibots apparently. So they've got a cargo pod with them, and inside this cargo pod you will find it is where you get hold of a nuclear missile key code or something that's going to help towards that stage. Now I'm still not too clued up on how it all works, to be honest. I can't wait to get my teeth more into the full game when I can really take my time with it and learn some stuff and look up some stuff. But we had to take them down, and they were pretty OP, but they weren't the world's worst enemy to shoot down. I think because I was just quite low level and I didn't exactly have like the best weapons on me. These mongrels nearly done a better job of taking me out than the Vertibots, which was quite surprising. They really aren't that much of a challenge, the helicopters, unless you really maybe low level or just really haven't got enough bullets or a decent few firearms. Of course, it did help that I was doing it with the 2 guys that hunted me down a minute ago, and we ended up just taking them out together. I was thinking though, wouldn't it be amazing to actually ride one of these things before it blew up there? Like, imagine if you could craft it and make it, or you could get the code to one and actually use it across the map. Someone else has said a rumour that they've seen someone flying or sort of hovering on a bike. I don't know how true that is, you know, some things, it's still the beta, we don't know for sure. But you can see we took one of them out. You don't really get a lot of loot or a lot of items just from taking the Vertibots. Really what you should be focusing on is the cargo pods that they are protecting. Now it does seem quite random how they appear and what actually happens when they're coming down. I just couldn't see any rhyme or reason how they got activated, and later on when I was playing the beta again, I see them in another location and it was completely different, and they just sort of turned up, flew around for a bit, and then they flew off straight away. So if you do know how to activate them, or if there is some sort of set routine or something with them, please let me know in the comment section down below. Nice little charisma bobblehead here. I'm not really going to show the vault location or the map location. You can see just about where it's a watchtower, but I kind of felt like they're random spawns. I've still got to confirm that with the bobbleheads, whether or not they're completely random. So that's the cargo pod dropped down. Now all we simply got to do is go and get the loot, and this is probably the most interesting bit of the video, is what is inside it, like what kind of gear, what kind of materials. Is it worth trying to shoot down these 3 great big massive, you know, airships down just to get a little bit of loot? Well, definitely. If it's going to gain you an electric code every time, it's definitely going to be worth it. Now you see the other two players, or three of them in the end, I think, they hadn't, you know, you still get stuff, and you see I've got the nuclear key cards. So, not the code, but a nuclear key card. It doesn't actually have a number on it. So, I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure I've picked up something similar, which was a nuclear code. I'm sure I've picked up one of them from a ghoul with a radio on his back, or I think it might have even been a Scorch with a radio on his back. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Important note, this tower I'm going up, I didn't realise enough. Go up these towers, you'll find a vantage point. When you activate that vantage point, it gives you a good shout across the whole area. It will reveal locations nearby. So if you haven't discovered that area, make sure you go outside the little hut there, around the outside, the gantry, and find that little locational button, because it will open up places for you, points of interest, and give you names around the area. I kind of got sidetracked, a bit put off by these two, so I just decided to go about on my merry way. Before I left though, I thought it'd be rude not to at least finish the job and take down the Vertibots, and I think they thought the same thing, so we decided to take it down. You get a fair amount of XP for taking these down as well. Yeah, I guess with 3 or 4 people taking this down, it can take quite a lot of shots. Maybe it is a little bit more OP than I thought. 125 XP there for my level, although I think that changes depending on what level you are anyway. But yeah, definitely see one of these, give it a go, and see if you can get yourself a nuclear key card. And that is pretty much it for this video, guys. A few myths though to state. A lot of comments were saying that you always get the key codes from the Scorched with the backpacks, and like I said, that's not true. I've killed a few Scorched or a few ghouls with the backpacks on them, the radio ones particularly, and they don't always have any nuclear codes in them. So I think it can be a bit more random whether or not you'll gain one or not. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, if you've always been getting one every time you've killed one, but I've only actually gained a key code once from killing one of them, when I think that was in, you know, stress tests that I played very early stages. So again, very interesting. This is what I'm loving about Fallout 76, the stuff I've got to work out, and I'll need you guys help, and I'll be looking it up so I can give you a better video tutorial. But I thought it's just interesting to show you what's going on with this, give you a little clue about what to expect, where you might find this. You can see it's worth quite a bit, 100 caps as well. It's got obviously some sort of dot system on it, Morse code style thing, but I couldn't actually see any number, and I'm pretty sure the other ones had numbers on it. So is this just the key card to get me into the nuclear bunker, and then I've got to use the key codes when I get the full collection? Very good. I mean, apart from that as well, we've got to work out exactly how to power some of these nuclear bunkers as well, because I'm pretty sure it's like the power plants, that you might have to go through very big stages of powering up power plants first, getting power to certain areas, and then being able to access nuclear bunkers. Again, not 100% confirmed, but I think that's roughly where this is leaning towards. If you've seen any other tubers or streamers, pop their links down below if they've got any further. Let me know if you've seen anyone get close to a nuclear missile. I very much doubt it in this early stages of the beta, but definitely it's going to be a big, huge event when someone does unlock a nuclear missile, when it actually happens. I am Jade Plays Games, a short, quick, little brief video showing you some of my adventures in the beta. I'll be doing a lot of these, I've got more coming. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a skeleton outfit. I'll also be showing you how to get some wood from a really good location up north. So lots of good stuff to come, and of course the full game is coming next week. Make sure you hit this video up with a like. Go and check out my previous Fallout videos already, where I've been doing stuff and showing you guys where you can get the spacesuit and the space station. And I'll see you ratbags for another Fallout video very soon.